Hello, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, March 18th, 2024. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Well, once upon a time, the Federal Reserve's March meeting was supposed to mark the first rate cut and herald an aggressive path lower for interest rates. The Fed's rendezvous later this week is still said to be a huge deal for markets, but entirely different reasons. A lot has happened since the central bank's December meeting, shortly after which the market was pricing in as many as 6 cuts in 2024. The market has changed its opinion with all the reluctance of a toddler being put to bed. Only now is it aligned with the Fed's late 23 view of 3 cuts this year. But the two may not see eye to eye for long. It stands to reason that if the market has altered its opinion in recent months in light of strong economic data, then the Fed has too. Last week's hot inflation data only added to that sentiment ahead of the Fed's updated projections for Wednesday. The market's adjustment in rate expectations hasn't hurt stocks. All 3 major indices have hit record highs this year. As long as Fed Chairman Jerome Powell signals that the next move for borrowing costs will be lower, the stock market may not be too perturbed. However, a change in language over whether the central bank could hike again would really set the cat among the pigeons. In that scenario, the Fed may rival the Bank of Japan for the most significant intervention by a global central bank this week. The BOJ may hike rates for the first time in 17 years and finally ending its era of negative rates. The machinations of central banks have taken a back seat for investors recently as the artificial intelligence boom has preoccupied minds. That's about to change in a week that could shape the global markets for the rest of the year. So with that being said, we have a strong fluctuation to the upside in the NASDAQ. I have a real short resistance, which most likely is going to be met by given the effect of this strong momentum to the upside. As we just barely open, I'm going to rise that to the high of March 13th. I'm going to hold the support around this level anyhow. So that's going to be the support for the NASDAQ, going long for the NASDAQ. The S&P going long for the S&P also, resistance around 52. Then we have the Dow also looking to recuperate itself, so going long there. Crude oil, I'm looking at $82 for crude oil. It's going to be a short trade there for us. Nat Gas, I'm looking at Nat Gas being looking to break out of this high volume area that has created in the last few days. So looking for a nice pop to the upside. 185 could be that short target. I continue to see gold in this tight range of between 2180 and 2140. So it's going to be a lot of volatility there. Silver is the one that's looking to be making higher highs. And let's see if today will be that the case and reach 2570. Copper is the one that is really on a tear. So I'm looking for $4.20. We are in an overbought territory for copper, so keep that in mind. And then we have Bitcoin looking to really just make another attempt at 73. Let's see if we will reach 75 this week. The currencies are looking to stay strong around the 108, north of 105. Let's see if we can reach 109 and some more. For the pound, is also looking to stay north of 127. Let's see if we can reach 128 today. But that will happen and depends also on how strong a fluctuation that we have on the dollar index. This is creating like a little coffin of congestion here. Another day within Friday's range. So we could speculate a breakout to the upside towards 103.400, and that wouldn't be good for currencies or for the metals. But if we do happen to fall to trade lower, we could probably see a nice jump on those metals. Okay, that's it for me today. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.